You know, in a world that's always buzzing and pulling us in a million directions, finding a moment of real, genuine calm can feel like an absolute superpower. So today, we're going to explore an ancient tool that science is now proving can help us do exactly that: yoga. Let's dive in. Does this sound familiar? You know, that feeling of a mind that just refuses to switch off? Or that constant low-level hum of anxiety? The weight of stress that just makes everything feel heavier? If you're nodding along right now, I want you to know you are definitely not alone. These feelings are so common. But here's the good news. There are ways to manage them that are completely natural and really sustainable. So we're going to break down the science behind how yoga can be this incredibly powerful path to finding some mental peace. Let's just call it what it is. Modern life, with all its benefits, has kind of made stress, anxiety, and overthinking feel like the new normal, right? For so many of us, they've just become the side effects of the way we live and work. So where does yoga fit into this whole picture? Well, it's way more than just exercise or stretching. The source material presents it as a legitimate, scientifically proven tool, a method for actively working with our own biology to find that calm we're looking for. And this right here, this is the heart of it. We're not talking about some vague, fuzzy feeling. We're talking about real, measurable biological changes. Yoga literally interacts with our nervous system and hormones to create a state of calm. It's pretty amazing. Which, of course, brings us to the big question: how? How does it actually work? Because this isn't magic. It's straight up science. So let's peel back the curtain and look at the actual mechanisms that make yoga such an effective tool for relaxation. Okay, first, you need to meet a key player in your own body: your parasympathetic nervous system. Just think of this as your body's built-in chill mode. When this system is active, your heart rate slows down, your muscles relax. Basically, your whole body gets the signal that it's safe to just unwind. So how do we flip that switch? How do we turn on this rest system on command? It's almost ridiculously simple: through slow, intentional breathing. This is one of the most direct ways you have to tell your brain and your body to shift gears from stress to calm. Next up, let's talk about cortisol. You've probably heard of it. It's the famous stress hormone. Well, research shows that practicing gentle yoga can actually lower the levels of cortisol flowing through your body. So you're not just feeling less stressed, you are physically less stressed. And here's a peek at what's happening upstairs in the brain. The mindful movement in yoga actually increases what are called alpha brainwaves. These are the exact same brainwaves that pop up when we're in a state of wakeful rest. You know, like when you're daydreaming or meditating. It creates this wonderful state of calm alertness. Okay, so we've geeked out on the science. We know why it works. Now for the fun part. Let's get practical. Here is a simple, effective toolkit you can start using for pretty much immediate relief. The very first tools in our kit are breathing techniques, which in yoga are called pranayama. The source points to 3 really powerful ones: deep diaphragmatic breathing, which is fantastic for slowing your heart rate; Anulom Vilom for creating balance; and Brahmari, which is amazing for quieting a busy mind. Let's just quickly look at Anulom Vilom. The steps are super simple, and once you find the rhythm, it is incredibly calming. This simple act of alternating your breath is just brilliant for balancing your whole nervous system and bringing a sense of clarity and focus. Now, on top of breathing, certain yoga poses, or asanas, have a direct line to relaxation. Balasana, or child's pose, is perfect for just letting go of built-up tension. Viparita Karani, legs up the wall, is unbelievably soothing for anxiety. And Shavasana, well, that's your complete mental reset button. Okay, so how do we put all these amazing tools together? Well, the source gives us a simple, totally manageable daily routine that doesn't ask for hours of your time. Think of this as your 15-minute daily reset. I mean, just look at how simple this flow is. You start with just 3 minutes of slow breathing to get centered, then a couple of minutes in a gentle child's pose, 5 minutes with your legs up the wall, which feels amazing, by the way, and you finish with 5 minutes of deep relaxation in Shavasana. That's it, a really powerful sequence in just 15 minutes. You know, what we're talking about here isn't a quick fix. It's about building a lifelong skill. The ability to find your own calm wherever you are is something you can actually cultivate and carry with you forever. It all comes down to consistent practice. So what's the magic number? What's the minimum effective dose, to really start making a change? Well, the source material boils it all down to this one simple number. Yep, just 15. 15 minutes a day. That's the key takeaway here. It's not about intensity. It's not about doing a punishing hour-long class every single day. It's about the small, consistent effort that adds up to profound changes in your mental well-being. So what are the big takeaways to hold on to? First, yoga is all about that powerful connection between your mind, your body, and your breath. Second, remember that consistency is so much more important than intensity. And third, this is a natural, safe tool that you now have in your back pocket for life.
And I want to leave you with this really powerful quote from our source. Relaxation is a skill, it comes with practice. I love that. It's not something you either have or you don't. It's something you can learn, you can get better at, and you can eventually master. The only question left is, are you ready to start practicing?